Hi, my name is Miriam, and today I'm going to be teaching you about the nuclear weapons and weapons of mass destruction. Why choose to talk about nuclear weapons and weapons of mass destruction? Well, I chose this topic because it interested me more than IVF, reproductive technologies, the internet, and technological technologies. I chose it because I knew nobody else would do it, and I didn't want it to be a repeating process for you miss. So, yeah. So where were we? Oh, that's right, talking about bombs. Really impactful bombs. So please, keep listening. So what is a nuclear bomb exactly? Well, a nuclear weapon is a bomb or missile that uses nuclear energy to cause an explosion. What is nuclear energy, you ask? Well, nuclear energy is the energy stored inside an atom by the elements that hold together the nucleus of the atom, which therefore causes it to have a reaction leading to an explosion. Kaplam! Like, how were nuclear bombs created? How did nuclear bombs become about? Now, I'm not all about that science stuff, but when it comes to bombs, I'm all about it. Mostly because I am the bomb. In the late 1800s, scientists discovered a mineral of uranium had a little something named radium that produced huge sums of radioactivity. You know how politics go. They find out about the idea and they pay a lot of money for it. And instead of using it to defend their country or defend their people, they use it to defend themselves. Basically, they use it to protect themselves only. And they say it's for the country, but we all know it's not. So they use it, instead of using it for good, they use it more for evil, to kill more people of the enemy. In my opinion, fighting fire with fire is only going to cause a huge explosion. A nuclear explosion in this case. Now, who would create such an impactful, disastrous weapon? I'm not a mind reader, but I can already tell what you're thinking. Who would invent nuclear weapons? Let me tell you, a fellow they call Winston Churchill pitched the idea about 100 years ago, getting his inspiration from a 1914 novel called The World Set Free by H.G. Wells. Churchill stated, might not a bomb no bigger than an orange be found in or possess a secret to power to destroy a whole block of buildings, nay, to concentrate the force of 1,000 tons of cordite, and a blast a township at a stroke. When do you think the first nuclear weapon was used? If you guessed September 1929, I would hate to rain on your parade, but you guessed incorrect, my friend. You see, the first and best known use of nuclear weapons was during the end of the World War II. In August 1945, when USA struck cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, with their Japanese cities, with atomic bombs. No other nuclear weapon has been used as an act of war, although some nations still test nuclear weapons according to the UN protocols. Why? Why do people such as Kim Jong-un use nuclear weapons? Well, that's an easy question. People use nuclear weapons of mass destruction to cause mass destruction. In other words, they use it to kill more people, including innocent people. Although some countries use nuclear weapons to actually put an end to the war that they are unfortunately part of. For example, from the 8th and 9th of August 1945, the USA dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan to put an end to the World War II, and funnily enough, Japan surrendered a little over 3 weeks later. So basically they use nuclear weapons to kill more people and to do more damage to the enemy city so they can win. Where would they use nuclear bombs, you say? Well, nuclear weapons or weapons of mass destruction are most commonly used during war. The most commonly known war they were used in, and the only war they were used in, was World War II. People used them in war to create more impact and kill the armed forces of their enemies. A great example of enemies would be Tom and Jerry, or Homer Simpson and Ned Flanders, or me and vegetables. Ugh, I hate vegetables. Or Donald Trump and the entire world population. I hope you learned something new about weapons of mass destruction. Until next time, I'm Miriam, and this has been me walking you through the history of nuclear weapons. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a movie to watch. Until next time. I hope you enjoyed that, miss. I will print out the script because I know my words can be a bit non-understandable. But I will print it out for you and I will hand it to you on the day. Maybe even before. Most likely before. So, thank you for listening, miss. Thank you for sitting through this. It must have been a real pain, but you did it. So, congratulations and yeah. See you in class, miss. Why did I... Okay.